What's up, guys? My name is Dane from Splash Guest House based here in Chiba, Japan, and this video is from the series of how to tow foil, and this specific episode is called Flying for the First Time. Before we get into the videos and the breakdown, I'd just like to say a huge thank you to everyone who has been commenting and liking on the channel. That makes me super stoked. I can't believe all the different places from all around the world and all the people that are getting excited about foiling. It's something I've been doing for about a year and a half with my sponsor NSP, and we use all of their equipment. Please, if you're new to the channel and you like what we do, hit the subscribe button and the like button, and then also leave us comments if you have any questions, and myself or the team will get back to you just as soon as possible. Now, the reason why we've made this video today and we're calling it Flying for the First Time is because ultimately this is what we're trying to achieve with all of our students after they worked up how to stand up and get behind the boat. Now, there's kind of like this progression that we've seen, this pattern that we've seen of people sort of continuously crashing, then they kind of get this small little flight first, and they kind of always continuously take off. Then we go through, you got to get that weight back on the front foot, then they kind of take off and kind of get the weight on the front foot, but then get all out of balance and squirrely, and then finally we have what we call is the magic moment where everything clicks together. The speed of the boat, the rider, they get up, they balance out that foil, and they start to drift off to the side of the boat and get into clear water, and suddenly, eureka, they're like, oh, hang on a second, I don't need to freak out anymore, I can control it, oh my god, I'm flying. So we're going to go through that in today's video. So I've put those three things together in a sequence and just going to run through them. The rider is a lovely Japanese housewife called Adi-chan. She's about 46 years old, so outstanding stuff to her for getting out on the water and doing this. This was her second session, but finally at the end you'll see her flight, and wow, she was just so stoked. Here we go. Right, guys, so here we go. This is what we call Ari-chan's first total real flight. So, look at this. She's absolutely taking off, and it's like, whoa, what do I do? And down I go. Just awesome. When you're a driver and this happens, you just know, just like the smile is going to be so huge. So as we said, what happened, generally speaking, when you first start to fall, you're desperate, you're worried, you're stressed out and don't know what's going on, but finally you learn how to kick your weight back enough and engage that foil, and that foil is going to go up, but you totally forget, or you have no idea how to get your weight forward, and that's what's happened in this instant with Addie. So she's nicely been practicing towing behind the board. The driver's saying, okay, let's get that weight back, and she's put all of the weight on her back leg and everything. She's looking straight ahead, which is awesome. Here's the foil has engaged, and here comes the flight, and she's starting to rise. What she really needs to do is get the weight forward now at this point, but she can't because she has no idea of actually what to do. So everything's flying. You can see in her face, fly. Uh-oh, I'm taking off. She's 5 foot tall, and she's now almost 4 foot off the water, so she's 9 feet off the water. This is high. So it's just, she's going point of no return here, continuous flight, no idea what to do, and of course the foil just keeps to drift away. She's done really well because the weight's back, so she's going to just fall off to the side. This is where things can get a bit out of control, and the foil can flip and you can land on it, but in this instant what's really good is she's just drifted off to the side. Of course she can't control this, and off she goes. But that's pretty much what you're going to experience, is that first total flight, and the rider themselves after this is just like, oh my god, wow, that was crazy. And generally the drivers are doing the same thing. All right, so let's jump forward to scene number 2, which is what we call is they know now that, okay, I get it, I've got to get the weight forward. So generally what they try and do then is overcompensate, stab the weight forward too much, which will stall out the foil underneath them. So let's have a look at that. Okay, so it's pretty much the next ride directly after the last one. So she kicks the foil up, it's called, and now she's like, so you see the front leg suddenly, okay, I've got to get weight forward, which she did successfully once, and then, but then again, she's like, oh, no momentum, and just slowing down. She's sort of caught up with the boat and everything. So let's go back and sort of break that one down for you. I love this. It's awesome. Here we go. All right, so second flight coming up. Get past this one. Here we go. So rider's just thinking about, let's get that weight forward and get it back down. So she's realized now and understands that, okay, I've got to kick all the weight back to kick the foil up almost, to engage the foil, we call it. So there she's got a little squirt there, so she's definitely got kind of getting enough speed now. And here goes the weight on the back leg, and the foil is going to start to rise. So same experience she had before, but now she's like, oh no, okay, now I've got to get the weight forward. She's already thinking about getting the weight forward, and she does really well here, and you can see it in the hands because she's kind of like shoving that weight forward, and at this exact moment in time she's absolutely perfectly flying. She's balanced it out, she's got that weight down. But what then riders will do is like, oh no, I don't want to land again, I want to fly. So they overcompensate and then take all the weight off and put it on the back leg again, which is exactly what she's done there. So look at the trajectory of the board, and she'll start to rise again, but very quickly. And this is where you as a rider is like, no, I've got to kind of get that weight forward, which is what she's doing here. But look how the hands and the arms go, what's happening with the rope, everything starts to kind of fall apart again. And what she's actually done, she's shifted her weight, so she's made that foil start to turn. Again, weight goes back, there's nothing to pull on the rope, and there we go. But watch how she puts the weight forward again, and she gets the foil back under control. But because she's kind of lost all the speed, again, super high, see how she just keeps control. But she's super high, and she realizes that, oh no, I'm out of here. But she does really well keeping it and just landing it nice and softly. Okay, so that generally what happens in the second flight that people have. She's done really well of getting off the foil, away from the foil, good stuff. And this is what we call is the magic moment. That moment that everyone's wanting, being able to, you now understand, weight back, weight forward, balance the foil, and just fly. So this is her magic moment. You'll see it here. She's coming up nice and slowly, just adjusting that weight backwards nice and slowly. There we go, putting weight on the front. There she goes. She's got over the last wake, we call it. She's moved out to the side of the boat, and she's in clear water, so it's even now easier to control the foil, because the resistance on it is going to be the same the whole time. She's realized, I'm flying, and now she can start to really understand just that tiny weight difference between back foot and front foot is super important. There she goes. She's just, oh, hang on a second, I can go a little bit higher, and pretty much when people get control, everyone just wants to get a little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. So there we go. Let's just watch that one more time, and I'll give you some pinpoints. One of the goals is to get out and past this area here, which is what we call is the first wake. Whilst you're in this area here, there is turbulence on the foil, so it will buck you around a little bit, throw you up and down. So that's why we try and get people to sort of, get dragged out to the side of the boat as quickly as humanly possible. But again, key points here is she's got up, beautiful foot position. She's there's the first little kick of how to try and take off, because she knows that now, and that's kind of squirted her out to the side of the boat. There she is. She's straight up. She's putting the weight back on the front foot. She's just managing the weight on her feet. You can see, like some of our more experienced rider, how she started to bend the knees and use those to move the weight around on the board. The arms are maintaining this beautiful position. She's looking straight ahead. Now she's confident. She's kicking it up a little bit higher. Absolutely fantastic stuff. That magic moment the first super good foil flight. Right guys, that's it from me. That's called first flight. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry I do go on because I get so excited. Hope you enjoyed the videos, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio!